Hello everybody, I am ready for part 2 of, this is the Basile Chapel. What did I say? It was St. Basile's Cathedral is what this is in Moscow. It's amazing. I hope you look it up and see how truly amazing this thing is. So let's go right to work. We don't have time to mess around. So this one we're going to do in the kind of reddish brown. And let's see, which orange did we use? Let's pull that one too. And an orange. And then it's very teal, green teal. Okay. And then we got some yellow in here. And then it goes on back into the let's see if that's turquoise. I think it's a little lighter than that, but I guess it wouldn't matter. I don't think that's... All right. Here we go. We can pull other colors out as we go. So at the top, it's kind of swirls, but this is not the way it's made, drawn. So we're just going to have to emphasize. There we go again. So I think because the teal, I'm going to use that. That's maybe more green than I want. What is this one? I know there's another one. Whoops, I keep pulling the wrong one out. Here, I found it. You know, sometimes it's got to be right in front of your nose in order to find it. I was working on other things today, and I took off and went to the grocery store because it's cold outside. It's raining and cold, and here I thought, well, the weatherman thought too, so it's not just me, that we were going to start getting some warmer weather. It was supposed to be clear up in the 80s, and here it is today in the low 40s. But you can't complain. Well, we can, but we won't. I've seen some people in Utah on YouTube. I watch those. I don't watch TV, and I don't like to watch anything that's got commercials, because I don't want to know if you take this medicine or that medicine, how it's going to kill you. But anyway, so they live in Utah in the top of the mountains. And I didn't watch today, but they said they are buried today. And they have, I mean, it's like tunnels going to their houses where they have tractors to dig the snow out around them. And so, as I said, really no reason to complain about a little rain and a little light snow. The moisture is good, keeps the fires down. And Colorado's had its share of fires too, so we don't need them no more. Not like that. Let's see, how close is that? I'm just looking for something to kind of shade. Okay, that's good. So we'll use these two teals to shade. I'm going to put, you know, these little things also help you remember which ones you were using. I was like, okay, that's a good idea. I'm just going to, there's a little black mark there, so I'm just going to follow it. And then it goes into, it's got that blue teal at the top. So it's not exactly the same, so I'm going to make this that blue teal. I don't really know why I keep getting out of line. I was thinking maybe, nope, ain't gonna work. So it looks like this part is gold. We'll have to come in and work on it a little bit. Oh, that's the flag right there. Okay. I see the flag. Do you see the flag? Am I in? Yeah, I am in. Okay, there's the flag right there. Moskau. Moskau? I don't. That's what it sounds like. All right, so now we're going to go into what are we using? Am I telling you? This is we are using polychromos. This is terracotta. The greens that we used, I think I told you, but maybe I didn't. Chromium oxide green Fury. That's weird. The other ones don't. I think sometimes you get a hold of an older pen. So that one is 276, and this one is dark phthalo green 264, and this one is phthalo green 161, which I think we used for shading. One of those two greens we, you know, here's the other green in my hand, emerald green. So these are the two greens we're using. Phthalo green 161 and 163 emerald green. So these two greens I'm going to put back in my jar so I don't get them mixed up. And this one, yeah, terracotta. Because that is kind of the color of the building. They're kind of amazing, really. It just... Okay. Put those down. Take them out of my hand. Take them away from me. I hang on to them like they're my lifeline. And my picture, I'm going to have to keep watching it because it disappears. It's just on my computer. So we've done that. And I don't know if this is darker or not. It is. So this one is Sanguina 188. So you have to excuse me. I never went to one school one whole year in my whole life. We moved around a lot. So I remember kindergarten. I don't know why, but it was like 5 different schools that year. But we had to go where my dad's business took him. But I think my whole family, I think more on my mom's side, kind of followed and just went where the work was. So I guess we were like a little caravan. I remember sitting, and we had a trailer. It couldn't have been too big because my dad pulled it with the car. And I remember we were heading for Wyoming, and my dad says, "Keep talking to me so I don't fall asleep." Man, I sat there like a little soldier talking to my dad. I sat right next to him. We just talked. I wasn't very old, I'll tell you that much. Had to have been in grade school. I remember in Wyoming one time my dad decided, I guess we were trying to earn extra money or something. No, I'm sure we were, but at that time, if you, for some reason, jackrabbits and their fur were worth a lot of money. So we'd go jackrabbit hunting at night, him and me. Didn't do it very often, just a couple of times, but I got to drive the car. I wasn't even old enough to hardly reach the pedals. And he had me sitting in the, I don't know if it was, I think it was a truck. I don't remember now. But you would think out in the country in the boondocks. And wow, was I ever happy I got to drive. And he'd tell me, "Stop, stop." And we were going to share the money. I don't know if I ever got my share. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. But it was just the idea of getting to be with my dad, huh? He was just a farmer from Kansas. We were talking about World War II, and my dad, my mom and I were talking. He's in heaven now, but my mom and I were talking, and he was 15 years old, and he wanted to go to war when Pearl Harbor and everything happened. And so I guess my grandpa signed the paper. And she said the youngest person that they found that was underage was 13. You know, and sometimes when you're young like that, you look older than you are, so. But my dad says when he was on the boat and they were pulling out of the harbor, he says, "I cried like a little baby. I wanted my mama." Poor man, huh? It's a little guy. But he went off, and I didn't know he was I can't remember where he was, but for 4 years he was overseas. In Vanilla, I think, is what. Okay, so these got this. I think I'm going to put the teal in here. Guess I was just thinking about my dad today. And what my mom said. My mom is 92 or 4. When I stayed with her, I remembered what exact year she was born, but now I don't remember. Because I had to know her birth date to get all of her medicines and stuff all the time. She's doing pretty good. Talked to her for quite a while last night. So now I'm looking at the picture and I'm looking down. So I'm gonna, that is not what I wanted to do. I picked up the wrong pencil. Actually, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, put it back. I'm putting it back. Because we'll just keep it separated. Colors. I was just thinking about the two pictures, the train station and this one, because it's not really going to be a blendable, just, I guess, enough. But it is what it is. It looks like there's a little door there. Come out here on this little, must be a little ledge. Oh no, it's a window. Okay. We'll go for a window. That's okay. So, I think I'm going to bring the teal in. Because this building doesn't look anything like the building next to this tall one. Which is fine. I mean, it's her interpretation. Wouldn't it be cool to get to travel around and see all this stuff? So we get to travel on. I do that on YouTube. I watch a lot of in France and Italy, especially the British are buying up the old, run-down, beat-up, fallen apart chateaus, and they're restoring them and making them bed and breakfasts and wedding places and just kind of a gathering. And they're really very interesting to see. But I tend that way. I like building and making things, so not everybody is into that. I think we'll use yellow and just stick with the colors that are in the building. But I want to go over this with a little orange. I'm just kind of taking out the brightness. Toning it down, even though there is a lot of color in this building. Okay, that just kind of it's a pretty it softened it enough. I like it. Okay. This one turned out pretty brown. Not sure I like that. I know, you disappeared on me. That's my computer. So I have to shake it a little bit to get it to come back up. So, I'm just figuring out what I'm going to do next. See if we can use the darker one and just oh, I see, that's that. I didn't want to use the dark teal. Maybe that's, I want the light one in there. The turquoise. I think that's why it got dark on me. Okay. That's better. The other one's too dark. Okay, so we got this little bottom part. Okay, I'm in the thing. So I'm gonna come down here. Actually, I'm just gonna fill it in because I'm going to darken this around here. And use the orange. I got my little shelf today. It's gonna be little, so we'll see if I like it. But that's all I want. I want something to just roll underneath my desk. Or when I am using it, I can just kind of pull it out. And it's more like drawers, like a bucket. So we'll see what I do with it, huh? Okay, we did this like that. Bring that down maybe. I just don't like how dark this is either. I'll just put a little orange on the top. That's better. It was just getting too dark. I didn't want it that dark. Yeah, I don't like it either. Because it's not this color. So I think this one's more that color. Let's see. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to put that one up there so I don't grab it. And I don't mind it being that color there. But what are we going to do with this, you guys? What if we just do it kind of like we did this little thing right here? Try that in there. Okay, so we need this. I need a darker brown. Okay, and the yellow. So let's do the yellow in the middle. And I know everybody does this different, but this is what I watched, and this is how I kind of learned to pull this together. Like that. And then this has got to be a pretty soft brown, which is, what is this? Burnt ochre. And when it goes into that yellow out of the brown, it really starts doing its, making it kind of look like it's shiny. Okay. Then we could put something in the jewels. And I think there's a little more ochre maybe in there. Or terracotta. I'm just looking up at that one. It's a little more orangey than the one I picked. So I kind of want it to match that one. I'm just going to pull that into this. Okay. That's what I'm doing. And this is kind of pretty orangey, so I'm going to try to just go over it a little bit. Maybe a little in the corners. At the top. Just gotta be careful of this paper. Okay. Now it looks like that building is tilting. Why? I don't know what that thing is. Well, I didn't tilt it. So now, what about this little, it looks like a little salt and pepper shaker. This one here. And I don't see, because there's, oh, okay. I'm thinking, where's the pretty teal? I don't know which one's the darker, which one's the lighter. Okay, that one's the darker. I think we'll start in here. And it's actually a swirl, so what are we gonna do? Let's just kind of make up our own. Okay, all right, fine. We'll just do our own thing. As long as it's got the colors in it. Okay. I'm thinking this is just how am I gonna, what other color? There goes my picture. Where are you? Come back. Well, let's see. At least this won't be dark. And this is a color that is throughout it. And that's what it's throwing me off, because I want to be, should I just go with the green? Because we're going with the green. And then we could put the teal down in this little area. That'll bring it down. And let's do the teal across here in our little ball. And then we'll bring the blue teal up into the point. Okay, that looks pretty good, huh? I like it. All right, so then we're going to go terracotta. Yep. I like terracotta. I like terracotta tiles. I like the color. So I'm going to just darken the sides a little bit. This is so close, it's hard to tell. Let's see if this one's better. I need to sharpen it. One side's kind of got a flat side to it. Okay, let me sharpen it. Oh, that's better. How long will we go just trying to not sharpen our pencils? And you hear teachers on here that say, you must sharpen your pencil. It gets in your head and you're like, if you don't, you think, I'm doing something bad. Okay, so I'm just going to color that in. I'm not going to do all those little circles. It's so small. And here too, the little diamonds. They might be holes, but we're going to call them little doodads. And there's a building back here. So I don't know if it's a part of this building, or if it's just another building behind the building. So I guess when we get there, we'll do it. We'll do what we have to do. This is pretty, isn't it? I like it. Okay, so what color should we make these backgrounds? I'm going to go over them with the cream or ivory on this set. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do so that I don't Okay, so this one's, let's see. I think I'll leave that one. Okay. Let's see if I can just barely go over this one. Just really, really lightly. To keep it light, but not so white. And with that ivory underneath it, it keeps it from getting that dark. Okay. And you could make some little lines going through it. So if that's an entrance or whatever, there we go. All right. So what are we going to do with this little thing in the middle here? Oh, here's some more. Isn't it funny how blind you get all of a sudden? And it's like all you're focused in is right in here. Okay, well that's fine. We're gonna get there. So let's just start with the building part. Fill this part in. I'm on a Facebook Rita Berman's books fan club or something like that. I don't know. And today, this lady, I don't even know what book it's in, but she did the most incredible, and it's like the bottom half, and then the rest is the, it's like a bridge with the holes in them kind of thing. I'm darkening this side so that it, okay. Anyway, she did it in grays. I asked her, she had the 3 pencils laying there, so I asked her if we could have the colors that she used. I messengered her. Let's see what she says. I mean, I don't mind giving my colors away, whatever I use. So I didn't assume I was doing anything inappropriate by asking, but she did such a beautiful job. She says it's going to take me all year. Probably won't. But it sure was beautiful. And somebody had just done and put the pictures of the 3 girls I just did on there, which I thought was kind of fun to see how she did them. Totally different than mine, but they were kind of cool. Alright, so have to make it darker so it won't fade away. And I think we'll just use this one in between. Okay. And then it's already light, so what are we going to do this little window in? Maybe we will bring some of this teal in, the blue teal. And we'll do this isn't separating enough. Let's put some green in there. That's better. Not 100%, but better. Okay. A little brown in there, and I didn't like that. So let's try this one. And maybe we'll bring some of the yellow over into this one. And what color? Oh, let me see. Yellow and maybe teal. So let's color this whole thing yellow. Not the bottom part, just this. And just lightly. That's covers really well. And I was going to go with the blue teal, huh? Okay. Let's do like the door. Yellow and blue turns to green. So we're just changing the color by going over with the green, or the blue-green. Let's brighten that up a little bit. And a little bit across there. Maybe down on the sides. Across that way. This looks like a little balcony, huh? And it could be. So now, let's do this in yellow, and I don't think I can get in between there, but let's sharpen her up and see what happens. All right, we're just going to try to go in between here. So when I was trying to learn to do that silver in the birdie book, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong and why I can't make those little things pop out. But you know, it doesn't take long and you're like, ah, I see. We're just going to go underneath here. There's a little line. If you do the same one, I'm just going to do the corners a little bit, just a little. Okay. Oh, look at these. This is going to be fun when I get down there. There's a brick staircase here. So I think we're going to go ahead and do this to match that up there. My little TV where I lay down at is a smart TV, so I can watch all of this stuff, YouTube stuff, when I lay down. And then I can watch and see how other people do things. But there's one I'm really want to try it. I saw this and I thought, I'm just going to brighten it. Sometimes you do it and you're very light-handed. This is a very colorful piece, so you want it to say what it says. So let's do these in the green teal maybe, and then go over them with I have to look. They're so close. See if I can go over the top of them. Okay. We'll do the little curtains with this too. And we'll do the rest with the teal. So I have to make sure I don't this is the sangria. Darken one side and light the other side. It'll look like there's depth in there maybe. Okay. Now I'm thinking about this bottom, not the, but in here. Some of the buildings come down, some don't. All right, now this is a part of the building, I think, because I don't see anything else like it. So I'm just going to make it darker. Okay. And I don't know what that little line is, so I'm just going to bring this building in between here. And I think I'm going to bring that building down farther into this. I guess we can erase it. I'll call that good for now. Just for now. I'm going to go over this. Lightly. So thinking I was going to go over this part with orange. This gives it a different flavor. And we'll figure this out when we get down here, through this part here. So this is a little staircase. So let's just kind of mix up some of the colors. I get more of this in there. Okay. And I had a browner brown, but I'm going to sharpen this a little bit. See if I can get in here. Change some of this color a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to fill this in now. I have no idea where those stairs are going. Yes, I know. I'm ignoring you. Let's take our orange and just kind of hit and miss it. Okay, I think this is just a little bit too bright. Let's just soften that. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so we know there's a tree, some trees, some trees. What else? What else do we got here? Let me get us in. We got an ice cream cone. Let me stand up and look at it. Okay, I'm liking it. So we just got to bring this into this side now. Okay. I think I'm going to take a light green and fill in this tree so that I have an idea where it's at. And then we'll come in and highlight it with other colors. But just for now, so I'm not tempted to color it a brick color. Okay, so we're going to start on this one here. And let's see. I kind of just, I'm thinking just go back into the dark green. There is one that's blue. Maybe we should do, we don't have to put the blue. Maybe more turquoise would be a better blue turquoise. And then we got this chicken up here. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. You can just barely see this blue one back there. So again, it's our little artist, her interpretation. And this pencil is nice and sharp, so I think I'm gonna go through these lines like the quilting kind of thing. Because these are little, it almost looks like it would be a tile kind of roof, huh? Whoops. Take your eyes off for 1 second and look somewhere else and you make a mess. Okay, let's do this side. Do I got it? Yeah. Okay. I lost my line. Where'd it go? It's under my pencil. Okay, so now what do you want me to do? I'm just going to go over it with just a little bit of the same color and let some of the highlights just shine through. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so what are we going to do with these? I can't see that far back there. So let's get this part done. Give us a little better idea. This looks like it's not even a part of anything. Oh, it's all a part of this. Okay. So this building is just behind this building, I guess. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. And then I think I'll go over it with the green teal. Try it. If it doesn't work, we'll just color it in. Do that there. And we're going to go with the green teal, not the green green. It's kind of pretty. Put a little bit in here. Off to the sides. And what do you think that is, an arch? That's what I'm guessing. I don't know, so let's just darken it. Make it look like an arch. Okay. So now we're going to do this little building right here. And we could, these are bricks, so mix these colors up a little bit. I get a little bit of it. What is this one? It's a red, okay. Because it is a brick. Leave just a tiny, tiny, tiny space between them if you can. Let's see. What did I do with my... There it is. Let's try it. Like that. Do this one. And this one. Okay, so I'm going to sharpen this brown. And I'm just going to, on one side of all the bricks. Just a little bit. If they were bigger, it would be easier, but this is a color book. So they're small, little bitty things. Okay, well that looks like brick, doesn't it? I like it. Let me turn my heater towards me. It's kind of getting cold. Yeah, that'll be better. I unplugged my little warm blanket, which I shouldn't have done, but I did it. I don't know what this thing is. But we're gonna... I should erase that, but I didn't. You know, I should have. Then we're gonna... I think I'm done with you. I don't know what else I could look at, so I'm gonna shut you down. It's hard to see with the lights. Power. Go to sleep. Okay. Because now we're just gonna bring it all back over here. And then I'm going to take even my little heater's groaning. I thought I was done for the winter. You're not. Okay. I'm gonna shade the sides. Okay. Kind of pull it together. Okay. Now what is this part? I don't know, so let's just color it brown. Okay. Okay, here's the door. So these must just be, I don't know. Do the same thing with this, cut back over it with a darker color. Let's make it pretty. Okay. Think. What about if we do this, even though we did the dots the same? We can go back over it with a little bit different color and change it. And we'll do this like we did here. Okay, so what happens if you put orange over the top of this? It does change the color. It keeps it light with a light touch. I just want it to come together. Okay. A little hole there. Okay. So now, figure out what all this is. I'm thinking it's just a window. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to do the bottom part. And it kind of disappears over here. Just kind of make it come across. Like that. Well, that probably needed to come down. And what did we paint behind there? But I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try it. Close enough, right? Close enough. don't know if you can hear those sirens. They always give me a chill. Somebody's in trouble. Okay. I'm thinking this is a little too orange. I was just thinking, everybody else that I watch, they're not always erasing things and changing things and doing things, so I don't know about me. Okay. I just want to lighten that up a little bit. Soften it so that that one across the top will look more like and stand out. No, I think I made it too dark. Oh, but this definitely needs to be brought down a tone or two. It's the only building without any blue or green in it. Do, 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 do. Okay. Now let me look and see. Okay, so we got the ice cream, which I understand. We did get quite a bit done today. Let's do 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 do. I'm gonna turn it sideways. Make sure we're in the picture. And I think we're gonna do it like a swirl. That sounds good, a swirl ice cream. The Dairy Queen is so crazy. But everything is, isn't it? I was buying those little flippers or flip something another ice cream cone yogurts where you take the top off and you flip it in, whatever's in the side. And now they've gone up so much. I thought 3 for $5. I thought that's about as far as I go. I'll find something else I like. I liked having one in the evening. It's kind of like eating your ice cream or something, because I love ice cream. Always have. Something about that cold ice cream in your belly. I know. But this is actually supposed to be white, but I'm gonna just make it match the rest of the building. And I think it will be just fine. I put my finger there, make sure I'm still in. I can't see the picture as much as I can see my finger in the way. So if you wonder what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. Making sure you can see. Okay. So, how about the soft blue up here? And way up here. And up here. I don't know what we're going to do with that rooster. We're not going to get this done tonight, so work on this and then tomorrow we'll finish it. Okay, there it is. We'll do some light here, and then go over this real lightly. Okay. And there. Do, 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 do. Let's make this darker on the side here. And then we'll come in and bring our color out. Okay, let's where is it? Where is it? I think that's the green one. That was the one we were doing, I think. It's hard to tell. Okay. I guess they're little pickles. I don't know. Okay. I was going to make it darker, but I thought that building next to it's pretty dark. So if I keep it light, it's going to show up. So where is it? Right here. Okay. And that building does need a little more work on it. This one. But we'll work on it tomorrow. So I think we're done for tonight. Let me do the windows. And this is the lightest one. So just lightly. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done for tonight. I think we'll be able to finish up tomorrow. We'll do the building and we'll do this part. You know what, I think I'm going to go ahead and before I start, just do these trees. Trees are trees. And then we can do the decoration in this and this building. I just want to make sure that we're one more and we get done. Let me stand up and look at it. I like it. I think it's really coming out nicely. It's going to be pretty. All right, guys. If nobody's told you today that they love you, I love you. And I thank you with all of my heart for watching and my subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's going to help my channel grow and more people will see it. People are liking it. And if you like it, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. See? Thumbs up. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.